The University of North Dakota has invested into brand new facilities that could be the best in FCS football. So we got exclusive access to see what the hype was all about. And by the end, we will know why this program is one of the fastest rising destinations for college football.
Our main lobby to our facility here. So right upstairs we have our coaches' offices. The good thing about this building is players live here. So the elevator right behind us takes us up to where the players live as well.
What goes on here?
Film breakdown and things like that. We actually have the recruits coming here on Saturdays. They get to hear about what North Dakota football is about from Coach Schmidt, and also get to talk to some of our position coaches as well. On a day-to-day basis, the guys are in here watching film. It fits the whole team. We can actually split it down the middle if we want to go OD unit meeting. So O can be on one side at one time, and then D can be on the other side, going at the same time.
What position meeting room is this?
So this is a safety room. A little smaller. You want to have at least 8, 9, 10 safeties on your roster at a time.
Even with all these new upgrades, the athletic department made sure to preserve parts of the building's original history.
So this is the original brick from Memorial Stadium when we used to play our games here back in the day. So we moved over to the Alaris in 2001, but it was cool that they kept the original brick from the original stadium here. Everything they need to succeed, honestly, is in there. From your TVs to your laptops to your chalkboards, everything is in there. Pretty state-of-the-art up here as well.
After seeing these details, we headed over to the dining hall to learn how the players fuel up before practice.
What's a pregame meal look like?
A lot of pasta, keep the guys hydrated, some protein in there as well, and then throw some fruit in there too. Tonight the guys will probably eat spaghetti or Alfredo.
Gotta fuel up for the big game versus South Dakota. When we walked in here, what was the first thing you said?
It's the biggest weight room in the Dakotas.
It's way bigger in person.
Derek Stein, Director of Strength and Conditioning with the football program here. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, right after practice, we'll have our primary lower body work over here on the left side, our primary upper body lift on the right side, and then any accessory work and supplemental work in the dumbbell area here on the right side.
It looks like you lift some weights too, Coach. You work out in this weight room at all?
Every day, and generally I like to try out anything I'm gonna put in a program on myself first before I ever put it in with our guys. Bench to do any of our bench press work that we're gonna do, and also inclines if we wanted to do any incline or overhead pressing with that. We'll also frequently pull that out and use it for different mobility drills. Obviously barbell is gonna be the main bar that we use for any of our squats, RDLs, our presses, our pulls, all of our primary work. We'll use the pull-up bars very frequently because that is a main movement for us. We've got the landmine attachments so we can do any landmine work, whether that's rowing, pressing, rotational work, things like that. Block stacks for us to be able to use. If it's an Olympic lift, it lets us get different starting positions for the Olympic lift. We'll also use it very frequently for step down variations. If we're trying to challenge range of motion, we'll adjust the height. Roller pads here that can go into the rack. We'll use that for a lot of split squat work. We'll use that for any groin plank work, and then we'll use that actually up high for any isometric neck work where we'll lean against the pad. We actually have 2 different types of racks too, so this one's a little bit different. So the one different feature that this rack's gonna have compared to that rack is gonna be our jammer arms. Ideally we'd take these off, but these allow us to get, watch out now. These allow us to do a little bit more sport specific pressing and pulling work with especially our offensive and defensive linemen. We can do rotational work with any of our quarterbacks or rotational athletes and things like that.
And I like how it's not just on the rack, but it's also
in between every rack.
Also in between as well. So
Ooh,
I am short. You need hops to.
Well, yeah. We had to do extra height for our taller athletes.
Yeah, grip is amazing and 5 stars.
We learned how the team gets stronger with their weight training program, but how do the Hucks use this giant 40-yard strip of turf?
Depends on the type of day it is. There's some times that we'll use the space for mobility drills between main lifts. There's times that we're gonna use it for actual sprinting and speed training. There's times that we'll use it for med ball throws. You can see we got tall ceilings too, so that's usually never an issue. So we'll do a lot of med ball variations, throwing for height. We'll pull the boxes and the hurdles out and do different jumping and plyometric variations on the turf. And then we'll bring out prowlers and sleds and do resistance sprint work as well.
And right after a hard lift, it's time for the team to refuel.
We have a full-time nutritionist. She works with the guys and everything is just made just for them specifically. See here, we got our vitamin tray here, and that's just for specific guys, like whatever they need, cater to their bodies. But you'll see this place full with protein shakes, whey drinks after every workout and after every practice. The purpose of the Hawk Walk is everyone knows it's North Dakota and the winters can be kind of brutal. This campus is built with a lot of walkways similar to this one and overpass and things like that.
Because it gets so cold.
Because it gets so cold, yep.
What's the coldest you guys will practice in?
We like to keep it around the 30-ish, and then everything below will go inside.
Now that we saw what the players do off the field, it was time to find out how they practice. So we headed to Memorial Stadium, the original home of UND football before the move to the Alaris Center, which we'll check out later in the video.
We like to let the guys compete and get out here and run around and have fun as well. It's a lot of teaching, it's a lot of learning from the guys as well out here too. And the guys are pretty receptive to taking the knowledge that the coaches are giving them.
Is there a certain position that you work with?
Typically, I like to just walk around and like eval our guys at the end of the day. And me and coaches sit down probably once a week and talk about how practice went.
How important is it to have an indoor facility in North Dakota?
Oh, super important. You know, you get those days that it might be 45 outside and then tomorrow it's 12 degrees. So kind of want to keep the guys warm. You don't want guys outside in cold weather with the hammies and stuff like that too. So Coach Schmidt does a good job in instilling our culture in guys. So he likes to put a guy from Minnesota beside a guy from Texas so they can learn each other's cultures and things like that. You can actually smell that you don't smell like the O-line smell in here. It sucks out the bad air, all the bad air that comes in from the practice, and it just goes right outside, so it keeps it fresh in here. So that's really big in the locker room, I'll tell you that. I know you've been a part of some locker rooms that smell pretty bad. So
do you have a favorite jersey combo?
I like the black on silver, this one right here. Got the silver helmet, kind of looks like a Raiders throwback helmet. Adidas has done a pretty good job with their jerseys this last couple of years. So we got PlayStations, Xboxes, and things like that. Got another nutrition station behind you. Like to keep our guys fed and hydrated in here. And then on the other side of this wall is more of your traditional gaming room. Like you got your ping pong table, your shuffleboard. Going green on green tomorrow, senior day, so.
And you guys are about to get an upgrade?
We are going into the winter here.
So the players can just come in here and everything is just ready?
Yep,
Ready
so
for them to
they come drop off all their personal stuff, like whatever gloves and stuff, but the equipment staff sets up the jerseys and the helmet.
Next, we made our way to the field to learn what a game day was like in the Alaris Center.
We're the only team in the city, so the guys or the fans, they come out and they put on a pretty good show for us. We call it Packing the Alaris. No matter the weather, they'll be out there tailgating. They ride out with a Hawk's on like a Kawasaki.
As a recruit, what's the game day visit look like?
We get them over to the facility. They get to sit down and talk to position coaches. They get to hear from Coach Schmidt and what goes into being a North Dakota Fighting Hawk. And then from there, we bring them here. We give them a locker room tour. We bring them out here on the field. They get to walk the field pregame. Then we take them outside to a thing we call the Hawk Walk, where the players, they ride a bus over from the facility here and they walk through the tailgate. So all the fans are out there watching the players walk through.
The view's great. Have you ever watched part of the game from here?
No, this is actually my first time ever sitting in the bleachers here. So
Okay.
I don't really get to take in the full pregame because I'm running around doing other stuff.
Southern Illinois was ranked number 12 at the time that you played them. It was a top 25 win. Talk to me about what a big win like that means for the team.
There was a saying going around here that we couldn't really win on the road in past stints with other coaches and stuff like that, but we went in there and completely dominated them from beginning to end. I think we forced 3 turnovers that game. It was pretty ugly, I'll say that.
What does the future look like for the program here?
We're trying to be a championship team, so we're going to continue to build to that. I think Coach Schmidt is the perfect guy for this job. He played here, he won a national championship here, his 3rd stint here, so I think he's the right guy, and we're just going to continue to build from there, whether that's recruiting and that's winning games.
The Fighting Hawks might not be a Power 4 program, but they've continued to invest into their players. That commitment has helped UND build a real presence in the FCS ranks. These facilities aren't just buildings, they're a testament to the hard work of the athletes, coaches, and the North Dakota community. And it's why this is one of the nicest FCS programs in college football.